Dr. Archana Nanduri. By profession, I'm a psychologist. And psychologist बोले तो mental doctor तो नहीं है. Most of them will think that. And psychologist बोले तो ये भी नहीं है. Like we treat the people who are suffering mentally. No, that's a very wrong perception. Okay. We all go through various types of emotional ups and downs because we are humans. So when we go ups and downs, we need a balance in life. So for such kind of people, we will be mentoring. That's why we handle psychological state of mind. That's why we are called as psychologists. So I'm standing here because as part of my profession, to unlock the inner potential is my job. And let me put some stuff in today's session, how we do that. And it is part of everything. And usually in my sessions, I tell a story not because it's new, but because it's true for most of us. A baby elephant is tied with a small tiny rope and stacked to the ground. It tugs, it pulls, but can't get free. Eventually, it stops trying because it's too small to get free. So it stops trying eventually. Years pass. It grows massive, strong enough to uproot a tree. But never it breaks the rope. Why? Because it believes it cannot. The same tiny rope which is holding it since the childhood is holding it even today, not physically but mentally. Here comes the question. What if such invisible ropes are holding us? What if beliefs formed in our childhood, like I'm not good enough, I'm not fit to love someone or loved by someone, I mess up with things, are quietly controlling our choices today? Have you ever witnessed this in your life? Knowingly or unknowingly? In my years of experience with various age groups or backgrounds, on surface, there is one truth in common, that we all live our lives not based on facts. We live our lives based on beliefs. And most of these beliefs are not consciously chosen. They are adapted, inherited, and repeated, sometimes from family, sometimes from failures. And and the most dangerous ones sound like truth. Like I'm fit for nothing, I'm not a perfectionist, I don't deserve this. They become so familiar that we stop even questioning them. I remember meeting one young lady who is very creative, compassionate, but never she would apply for a promotion. When I questioned her why, she said, I'm not a leadership kind of material. When we dug her deep, like we do probing in sessions, right? When we dug her deep, she said, in her childhood, her teacher told her, know her place. That one moment, one sentence, planted a belief which she carried for 20 years. This is how limiting beliefs work. They don't scream, they whisper. But here comes the shift. Beliefs are not facts. They are stories. If we choose, we can rewrite them. This happened to me too. I'm not exceptional. I'm from a very orthodox Brahmin family. Okay? Where women need to cook, women need to bring up kids. Firstly, priority in the mind comes women is seen in that way only. And somewhere in my mind, I thought, I need to make my own mark in this world. And do you know what happened? When I grew up, slowly, when I got married, a day came where my kids just started looking at me. One day, one of person who stays at my home, whom we educated, he was leaving for a break. My kids asked me, if you leave, who will cook in the kitchen? So the image, what in my childhood, kitchen mein khali mummy rehti hai, it was the complete image changed in my kids' mind. मम्मी किचन में नहीं रहती है. Mummy is not just meant for cooking. Mummy is for something else. The belief system changed. This is how the belief systems can be changed. So, the shift can happen how? How the limiting beliefs can be changed? Just by fighting with them? No. By curious questioning about them. Just question, is this belief helping me? Where did this belief come from? What could be a better belief than this? There was a time I used to believe I need to be perfect in everything to earn up my worth. To keep up that belief, I overachieved, overcommitted, and quietly burned out. I wasn't until I sat with my own self and questioned myself, is this belief helping me to grow better or making me down? Then the shift began. It wasn't overnight, it wasn't magical, it was gradual. Just through the change in perspective. Perspective is not just how we look at the world. Perspective is how we apply it to our own experience and how we relate it to our own self. The best ever transformation I have ever witnessed in my life is one start changing their belief about themselves, their entire life begin to shift because they become more confident to speak. They make better decisions. They stop shrinking into fit into others' shoes, others' opinions. They start looking at themselves not as broken but as becoming. So now I ask you, what is that rope that is holding you? What is the challenge, that limiting belief in your life? You don't need any right time, a perfect timetable. Just that one step is needed. If elephant had questioned that rope, it would have broken free. I questioned my childhood, I broken free. So you can too. So identify that limiting belief, question it, reframe it, because changing the perspective just don't change the mindset, it changes the complete life. Thank you so much.